So we talked about 9-1, which is solving quadratic equations using graphing and tables. When we're graphing, there's three ways to figure out if it has a solution. Well, really there's three types of solutions. You can either have two real solutions, one real solution, or no real solution. So something with two real solutions would cross through the x-axis in two locations. Okay, so it crossed right over here and right over here. So this particular case, it has two real solutions. A solution is anytime it crosses the x-axis, or when y is 0. The x-axis is when y is 0. Okay, something that might be one real solution. It hits the x-axis, but only once, and then it turns around. Okay, in this case, there's 1 point on the x-axis, therefore there is one solution. And the third example of no real solution would be when we have a parabola that never crosses the x-axis. Okay, so you can either have two real solutions, one real solution, or no real solution. Zeros are where the parabola crosses the x-axis. It's the solution. It's where y equals 0. So in this particular case, you see that x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3, right? Because this is the point 1, 0, and this is the point 3, 0. So when y is 0, it hits the x-axis. So the solutions, or the zeros, in this particular example are 1 and 3. Here we're looking at a table of values. So from the table of values, we can also find the solution. Remember, when y equals 0, there's a solution. So I go over here and I see y is 0 at 0. So my solution is right here. That's one of my zeros. And then if I decided to graph this, it would look something like this. And you'll see it only hits the x-axis one time. So my solution here is x equals 0. In this particular case, we have two solutions at -2 and +3. If I were to graph this, so it would look something like this. So -3, 6, -2, 0, -1, -4, 0, -6, 1, -6, 2, -4, 3, 0, and 4, +6. So you'll see that kind of looks like this. So our zeros, again, are where it crosses the x-axis. So at x equals -2 and x equals 3. Those are our solutions. Those are our zeros. When we look at this table, we see that, okay, here's a solution, -2, 0, but I don't see another 0. I do realize that this goes from a -2 to a +6. So it had to have passed through the x-axis to go from a negative to a positive. If I were going to graph this, let's see, -2, 0, -1, -4, 0, -2, 1 is at +6. So it would look something like this. So it does go through the x-axis at another 0, and we kind of have to estimate. It's somewhere between 0 and 1. So somewhere in between 0 and 1 is our other